you say the Yazidis have embraced Islam, that's under the sword. There have been so many clear reports about that happening under threat of death.
Actually, it's not entirely true. I mean, I think there are many Yazidis.
Not entirely true. What do you mean?
It's not entirely. Because basically, look, I mean, if you look at the Yazidis, those people who were in charge, they were supporting Nouri al-Maliki under the American occupation. And obviously, there are some people among them who need to be caught, they need to be arrested and tried. But for the vast majority of the people, especially the women and children, nobody will ever target. But for the vast majority of the people, they can embrace Islam, or they can live according to the law of the land, which is Islam. It's just not true. Those people who are being targeted are the criminals, those people who have committed crimes, and definitely they need to be tried according to Islamic law. You may not agree with that, but that is the law of the land in this region now.
Let me ask you about Friday's report that the UK has raised the terror threat level. British Prime Minister David Cameron said that 28,000 pieces of extremist material have been taken off the internet, including, I think, 46 ISIS-related videos. Have you and your videos and your materials been affected by this?
No, not at all. I think that, I don't pose a threat to anyone in this country. I pose an ideological or political threat, definitely. I believe that I can counter the arguments and the narrative of the government and those people who are, banging the drums of war, in Muslim countries. But at the end of the day, I think that ultimately Theresa May and David Cameron have lost the argument if they're going to run roughshod over the very principles and values which they're fighting for, in places like Afghanistan and Iraq. Why exactly are British and American soldiers dying, if not for the same freedoms and, and values which they are now stifling over here for the Muslim community? You
said you pose no threat to the UK, and yet wouldn't you agree that you convert people to a radical form of Islam?
There's nothing called a radical or moderate form of Islam. A woman is either pregnant or not pregnant. If you abide by Islam, you will follow what is in the Quran and in the traditions of the Prophet. And quite frankly, you will never find anything that I say which does not have Islamic basis. I challenge anybody out there.
So many Muslims would reject what you just said and say that you are warping your religion for terrible purposes.
I think you will find that those people who differ with me believe in secularism, believe in freedom. Maybe they're being paid by the government to say what they say. But, I'm not saying anything outside of the divine text.
Stuff.
This is true. No, it's not true at all. Brian, look, I've been in propagating Islam, and I've met most of the leaders of the Muslim community. I've been on many platforms. I know exactly what's out there. If you go to Muslims who are actually practicing around the world, maybe in Indonesia, in the Middle East, you will find they say exactly the same thing as me, because I'm not calling for leadership for individuals. I'm calling for leadership for Islam. And I make sure that what I say accords to the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet.
I've been trying here to have you answer in full sentences, full statements, but I wonder why you agree to go on shows like Sean Hannity's. You went on his show on Fox this week, and it's a shouting match the whole time. Both of you barely get a sentence out at a time. So why do you agree to go on a show like that?
I don't believe that there's any platform which should not be utilized to pass the message of Islam. And I know that Sean Hannity is going to interrupt. I know that he's been very rude to some of his guests. But at the end of the day, in between that, I can try to pass the message of Islam. I can try to counter some of those arguments. If there's going to be a platform which is constantly being used against Islam or Muslims, I think from time to time you can go there. I don't mind if they insult me or they insult, the way, my own behavior. But at the end of the day, I believe that the truth would prevail. And I think that you can see from the reaction on the social media that, I won that debate. And many people are looking at what I actually said, and they're ignoring what Sean Hannity is saying.
You talk about wanting the truth to prevail, but here's what bothers me. When we were setting up for our interview here, the audio engineer asked you to do what every guest does, to count to 10, to check the mic. And you started to do that, but then you said 9/11, 7/7, 3/11. Is this all some sort of a joke to do that?
Well, if you had a sense of humor, maybe you would have laughed. It was just a sound check, and you shouldn't take any of these things that seriously. Obviously, I'm not saying to carry out an operation.
A sense of humor.
We were setting up the sound check, and I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 11, 7, 7, making sure that you can hear me. It's not a big issue. It's not a big deal. If you want to make it a big deal, by all means do so. But it makes you look much more shallow, really, than me.
I have nothing more to say, but thank you for joining me.